All right, guys, welcome to our Bitcast, which is Bunch of Idiots Talking podcast. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Alex or Alexander. Go ahead. Either one.
My name is Alan.
Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm also Alex's brother.
And mainly we did this podcast is just to basically talk about our stories, go through...
Yeah, so essentially the creation of this podcast was to, just find a way and an outlet for capturing and, historically, I guess, capturing our experiences and our stories and what's happening currently, so that 10 years from now we can look back on this and be like, hey, this is what we're talking about, and this is why we were laughing then.
Yeah. So right now the topic is going to be about the submarine. What do you guys think about it?
Okay, question. How did you guys...
Good transition, bro.
Well, what's a better transition?
Really smooth, okay.
Then what?
How did you guys find out about the submarine story?
I'm just on the news. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just basically.
Well, I had originally saw it on the news, and they were saying, "Oh, so some submarine had gone missing." I hadn't known that there were people in the submarine, so I was like, "Submarine gone missing." I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And then I started hearing more news, and then I think it was you, Alan, who talked about it with me, and then told me that it's freaking crazy, bro. I'm like, "Oh wow, this is serious," and it really is. So, yeah.
For me, it was weird because I was looking at TikTok, and it wasn't not related at all about the submarine. It was actually about the son, the stepson, because he's actually on the ban list on raids, such as aluminum.
Oh, that son specifically.
That son.
Wait, why?
In 2020, aluminum had a concert in Las Vegas, and the son tweeted out that he was gonna do a shooting.
What the
heck?
fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And I was like, "Why is so? Why is this? Why are people talking about him right now?" And he's related because he's the son of the billionaires, and the deeper I go more into the story, that's how I ran into the submarine story. So because of EDM, it got me to the submarine.
Oh, that's how it is. Yeah, all I heard from it is a bunch of billionaires. They, I guess, try to build a submarine, and I think the story is they wanted to do a tour.
To correct that, it's not that these billionaires were they're renting out this submarine.
Okay.
Basically, the creator of that submarine came with them because he's the driver. He drives it for them, and then
But the controller, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone about this, anyone knows about this story is that basically that submarine that they were driving is controlled by
Logitech.
It's a Logitech controller, not an Xbox. It looks like an Xbox controller, but it's a Logitech controller. My brother has the same one. He's used that one. I've used it. So I'm looking at this video. There's a video online that you can find on YouTube, whatever. And basically, it's like a video game. Like you control the controller, moving up and down, left, right, and stuff like that. And it's basically billionaires or people who are rich can afford it. I think it's either $150,000 or it's $250,000. It's one of those. I keep hearing multiple sources.
Okay.
And then for each person, and that means 4 people went. So that means $1 million was spent just to go down there. Right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then tragically, what we've heard now from the news is that they found pieces of this submarine at the bottom of the sea. So that means this submarine had imploded on itself, not exploded, imploded because it's under the sea, right? Yeah. So
it was either
they died instantly.
It was either once they got down there to the seafloor, or once after seeing the whole Titanic was leaving. They haven't determined yet, but it was between those times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So imploding is basically crushing, right?
Yeah.
In simple terms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they pretty much died day one.
Yeah. Day one.
Of us looking for them for 5 days.
I heard they had 96 or 92 hours to breathe of oxygen.
Yeah. So before we found out that news, though, what they were saying is that basically, they were saying maybe they somehow malfunctioned and they were just lost at sea and the
control got disconnected.
There was a big meme going around about that. But basically, that's what they were assuming would happen. But yeah, we tragically found out that they just imploded.
It was a little fucked up how the news were having the countdown of the oxygen.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
So when the countdown was gone, they were like, man, they must have been suffering so long. They're dead by now. And now we just found out they did not suffer torture. They just died instantly, which is debatably could be better or worse. I don't know.
It's
You guys think it's about okay? Yeah, what's your opinion?
It's the worst case, but best scenario. Worst case is
what the fuck was that? Worst case of best scenario?
Yes. And by that, it's the worst case because that's the worst thing that can happen to anyone.
True.
Torture. But it's the best scenario because they die instantly and not torture. Because they could die of lack of oxygen.
Yep.
Or dehydration.
Yeah.
And hypothermia.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
But also maybe because there's a bathroom in there too.
No, it's not a bathroom.
No
it's a little hole and has a zip bag.
Right, which is their makeshift bathroom. Yeah.
Basically.
But there's no air filter. So you're going to be smelling
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
But you get a good view apparently. That's what
No.
these. Yeah. What do you call
window?
it? From what the guy was showing the video. You get a good view. It's a circle window you can look around.
No,
It's probably just darkness.
There's no window.
It's probably just darkness.
You sure?
There's no window.
It's on the end of the capsule.
It's just a screen, like a computer screen.
Oh, it's a computer screen that
Yeah.
you're looking at. Oh, okay.
So everyone, the meme was like, why would I spend $250K what I can see on YouTube?
Yeah.
With the same view.
Yep.
The same quality.
It's just rich people that just has money and they can just do whatever with it.
The news also made them seem too like these people were adventurous people. If I'm correct, these people were would seek out. They're thrill seekers.
Mhm.
So that's basically why these people were doing these stuff as well. Crazy.
But do you know the update about the controller?
What?
It actually survived.
The controller survived?
Yeah, it's still intact.
Oh, it's
Oh,
still
shit.
it's still attached to the submarine. You mean? Or-
No, it's they found it at the bottom of the
Yeah.
sea.
Oh, they
Bottom
found
sea
it.
and still intact.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But for them though, we're still trying to find their bodies, right?
It's unlikely. It's
Yeah,
really
they say it's very unlikely, but never know what happens.
Mm.
So great start.
Yes. What next?
That's great. Breaking news.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this motherfucker right here. Okay, you know how he finds his news? Not by Fox 9, not by CNN. This motherfucker right here finds out his news by TikTok. Okay, and it's not just some regular fucking guy smogy bogy talking about this news. He finds out from this guy called Bikini Bottom News. Okay, you see in SpongeBob where they're like. The talking fish that does breaking news. There's a guy who does that, and this guy listens to all that fucking information. It's fucking
and it's
ridiculous.
It's 100% true. It's fact checked. Everything is fact checked.
How do you know this? Did you fact check it?
Yes, I looked at and all the YouTube and all the TikToks was like, this is the best
This
news.
is the best
And
news.
you know who else follows him? The biggest one, KSI.
Oh, okay.
Because KSI is the most reliable source.
I mean,
Well, he's famous. He's
doesn't
a
follow anyone
known.
else.
He's a
He
known
only has
person.
one follower, and that's him.
Oh, really?
He follows only one person. That's him.
Bikini.
That's how reliable it is.
Me and Gavin were just fucking laughing.
Man, this guy's
Oh my god.
good stuff, man.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least you're not like one of our friends who decided that he wanted to teach in Japan, and we asked him, wait, how did you find out you wanted to teach in Japan? He's like, oh, I just found out all my information on YouTube. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: he did not move to Japan.
Yeah.
Lasted, I want to say a month.
Month. Yeah. So based on that Bikini Bottom news,
I mean, it's also talking about the Russia.
yeah, the
right now.
Russia. Yep. So
Civil
what
war.
is it? What is it?
It's a civil war going on.
Okay.
To take out Putin.
Yeah, so to get some backstory to this, this motherfucker right here, basically watched Bikini Bottom News and found out that Russia has a coup at the moment with the Wagner military group and Putin himself. Yeah, they've taken over 2 cities already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's the leader of the coup?
It doesn't talk about it.
Oh.
That's
So-
kind of like inside trade to find out who it is.
Okay.
I mean, they probably know. Someone probably knows. I mean, Putin already would already know this shit.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I really know. I mean, I just literally learned about this topic
Just
within the last hour.
Yeah, within the last hour.
So yeah.
So I don't know much information.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened this morning.
Okay.
Literally this
Oh,
morning.
okay. That's fairly recent. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like we I have our own problems here in this first world kind of like place, and it's just it's so interesting because on the other opposite side of the planet you have a fucking war going on, and I feel like not much. Well, media gets covered on it, but like I feel like it's not stressed enough how crazy this shit is.
Yeah, because literally we only figure out the submarine story even then before that than the Russia.
Mhm.
So it's like media is already hitting up topics that are not really that important compared to Russia, which is important.
Sure.
Or you don't think is important?
No.
It's important in history, or
It's important, but like I think it was just like
push off.
everyone knows that like that it's just. Well, it's just like with anything politically, right? Like you're not gonna care about it unless it affects you personally.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this moment has been crazy. Like before the submarine, remember the Canada forest fire? You remember that day when it was all orange? Do you not see New York?
I think I remember that day. Maybe.
You,
Yeah.
you don't remember New York City?
Maybe smoke.
The sky was just orange
Yeah.
in New
Yeah.
York
I
City.
remember
I think
that.
overall, I
This month has been crazy.
yeah, I've been seeing the
I mean, we live in Minnesota, so like, yeah, obviously we saw a low orange sky. Yeah.
well, for me personally, I just been driving around in the highways and I see the signs. They usually say air pollution quality is bad, so prevent.
Well, I
more
think it's
driving.
talking about like, it wasn't recently, that the Canada fires happened.
No,
right?
recently.
It was recently?
yeah, recently.
I feel like
was
this
that-
was like
was
a
that
year ago or something.
Dude, this happened like last week.
Oh, so that's okay. I'm thinking about different situations.
Okay.
No. I mean, it happened before, but yeah, it happened
Yeah.
again.
But is that why there's air pollution in Minnesota right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So how was these two motherfuckers went to Rambo Fest, whatever it was called?
Rambo
Fest?
Fest.
This-
Ram
look at this
Fest.
fucking
Sorry,
guy.
but Stevie Aoki, right? How was that? How was your guys' concert?
Oh,
Or-
To summarize it up, it was mid.
What do you mean by that?
The whole experience, dude, it was so. Okay,
it was very
this is the first
average,
festival.
or if not below average.
This is the first festival that I've gone to, and the first festival to be held in Wayzata, and it was not well planned or well set up.
Yeah, I mean, but it's okay. So you got to give it the benefit of the doubt, right? Like this was the first year at Blamfest, and I was expecting it to be decent, but not bad, and it was bad.
Yeah.
General admission was like 80 to $90, and VIP was like an extra like $40-$50, and the difference is huge.
Oh yeah.
Like not by price, the price is just a price, but just the experience, because VIPs are just up front,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
general admission are like
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because I haven't been to any other festivals and concerts and stuff like that. So it's like, I think that's kind of the case for most shows.
I don't think that's the case for EDC, is it?
Well, you gotta think about it, bro.
That's different.
Just think about like if you went to go see Taylor Swift, right? You're paying those expensive seats to see Taylor Swift closer, right? So that's basically what you're doing here. So there's no misconception here about the VIP. However, we're just saying VIP would be worth it if you want to see your artist up in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially getting cake on.
Yes, if you're paying VIP to get cake done,
Yeah.
potentially.
And for those who don't know, Steve Aoki is known for like throwing cakes at his fans.
Yeah.
That's
So-
kind of like his gimmick.
And then tell me your scenario that happened with you with the person that was like cake me. I mean,
Oh, there was a bunch of
they're
people
so
behind us.
far.
And
They're so
genuine-
far from the
genuine
stage.
admission.
Okay.
They're so
but-
far from the stage.
We'll just tell about our experience in that, like, basically we were at the front gate or the bar for general admission, and that bar is like super far from the stage itself. And some motherfucker was like on someone's shoulders, and they were saying like, "Cake me," and we were like, I just looked at the person. I'm like, "You're not gonna get caked."
Oh, damn.
Steve does not. Steve has a good arm. He's very, very precise. If you watch any of his shows, he's very precise about where he throws his cake. However, he was not gonna throw a cake that fucking far, right? So
It's human impossible.
yeah,
Mm.
that's why I was in line for the bars. Oh, that was fucking bad.
How many
But-
bars were there?
There was
There's a lot of bars there,
There
right?
was like, okay, there's 2 tents. There's only 2 tents, and I think the first one we got
But
to, they had like.
Regardless,
4
so,
bars.
when I was waiting in line, there was a guy there, and we were talking about, dude, man, I'm trying to get cake and stuff. Yeah, and then where at least he was saying like, I don't know why Steve doesn't just get like a fucking cake launcher or something. Like, Because at that point, like, it'll be fucking cool. But at the same time,
It would
that's
hurt.
highly dangerous.
Yeah, it's
That's
dangerous.
speed.
That's why you had. I think if he had a kick launcher, I feel
She's
like
done
he would have to
cupcakes.
probably
Cupcakes.
shoot it farther, just so I can like have I don't know like less power to it.
No,
when it gets
instead of a
somewhere.
cake, it could be cupcakes too.
Yeah,
There's that as
cupcakes.
well,
Cupcakes
yeah.
are not that
Yeah.
damaging.
me and Alan were actually thinking like possibly what could happen is that we could just bring our own cupcakes, but I'm like, how do you even get that in? You know, without it getting like,
But
thrown away.
you were saying that the TSA and the bodyguards were
fucking garbage.
they're just garbage.
What that's like, I feel like that's with most rave events is that like security's just booty.
And like, oh my god, this just reminded me of another bad news that happened in June. Beyond Wonderland.
Oh yeah, Beyond Wonderland got shot up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an Asian guy too.
I thought it was a white guy.
I thought it was an Asian guy. I thought
Maybe it's mixed.
I swore I thought it was an Asian guy, and then what he was saying is that like he thought the world was ending, so that's why he started shooting.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was on some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he was on Smoosh.
Yeah.
Shrooms.
Shrooms. Yeah.
Yep.
He was on that.
Mm.
That has been confirmed by the police.
Yeah.
But tragically, two persons
Hey,
died.
hey, Mike, can you check that first? Okay. Yeah. Behind the scenes here, we have our best friend Mike over here, Mike Vang, and he is our audio person, but also at the same time, he's the Jamie to our Joe Rogan show. He's the researcher to our show. Yeah.
It's only those that watch Rogan that knows, but I don't know.
I-
his name, so.
I feel like if you're listening to podcasts though, you've probably listened to
Barsh.
Rogan at least
Oh,
once.
you've known of him.
Or you
Yeah.
watch David So and
Yeah,
Tim
David So's,
It's big
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah. Big
booty,
ass Robin.
Big booty Robin.
Oh yeah, by the way, Mike has a big dick. But yeah.
Yeah.
What was the fact?
No
Mike?
no schmigma.
No schmigma.
What was the fact, Mike?
Apparently, he was a 26-year-old that was in the U.S. Army, and his name was James Carey, but I didn't see any.
James.
So he's
Kelly.
white.
He's Caucasian.
Damn those whites.
He's Caucasian.
It's gotten to the point where whites are sick of whites.
Two people died,
Damn.
one 29-year-old and one 26-year-old.
It's fucking sad, man. It's too fucking early.
Yeah.
And like me and Alan have only recently gotten to raving, and we've gotten all of our friends into
What
raving
was
too.
more messed up was I was begging you guys to go to Beyond Wonderland.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if we did go there, oh my god, it would have been.
Well,
bad.
this was at the tents though.
Yeah,
It was outside the
It's
concert.
not in the-
most likely we would not.
Yeah,
have
we
been
would not
there.
be at tents.
Okay.
I
But
feel like
We'd
that-
be
that-
in the.
But that
we'd
was
be in
just-
hotels and stuff.
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
but that would still have been a bad experience for us for our first rave.
Yeah.
Right. That
Because it would have got
scary.
canceled too, right? Honestly.
Well,
They,
yes.
they
yes.
want to keep going, and the only reason why they didn't want to cause panic and people like fleeing
Yeah.
and like that would just have been a mess. So I do respect them for like controlling the situation,
Mm.
and they did cancel day two.
Yeah. Out of like respect for those who lost. Right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Good on them. But
In another
Yeah.
scenario where you guys were, do you guys want to talk about it? Where your MOA experience?
The
Oh.
MOA.
Oh, but before that though, do you guys? I believe that Beyond Wonderland is gonna be fucking like their security is gonna be more like on check now for next year.
I mean, I want to see
Or next
the
time.
people because Forbidden Kingdom is going on right now. The Electric Forest is going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to wait for those people to see. I want to hear their experience of security.
Mhm.
Because I want to like, did it get tighter or is it just the
Yeah.
same old?
Yeah.
I know one friend that went. Yeah. You know her too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. What do you call it?
Scenario where you guys
Oh,
were
yeah,
in
MOA
that.
stuff.
Yeah, the MOA.
Oh yeah, and then
It's somewhat
That
same
was back in
scenario.
December,
I
but
feel like we have so many goddamn crazy stories, but
Yeah.
it's
one of the most craziest stories is when me and Alan were in.
and our friend Joshua.
Yeah, we were at MOA and.
I wasn't there because. Yeah, I was.
No, I asked everybody.
Yeah, you
I-
asked us, but we couldn't make it out.
It was like 2, 3,
Well,
it was
yeah,
like two-
yeah.
it was 2 or
I
3
wanted to go
days.
too though, but like.
2 or 3 days before Christmas, and
Okay.
I had not done my Christmas shopping. I just got paid.
Oh, yeah,
We were shopping for New Year's Eve, right? Like the New Year's Eve rave.
That too.
Yep, yeah, yeah.
And for Christmas, because it was like right before Christmas,
Oh, okay, good.
and I had to buy Christmas gifts for my family.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, so you and Joshua were the only who responded, so we decided to go MYA. And you could tell from your perspective.
No, I think I've been speaking too much.
Oh, okay. So we go to Mall America, walking. We were there for like what 30 minutes at most before it happened, the incident. So those who know MOA, it's one of the biggest mall in the United States, located in Minnesota. So once we got there, we go to the first floor, and this mall is a four. It has 4 floors. So the bottom floors and
Biggest mall in America,
Yeah.
actually.
yeah,
So.
Yep.
there's in America. I mean,
Yeah.
Dubai has a bigger one.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
And Keelan's at a Hot Topic from what I recall, and then me and Joshua at across the hall at Bucks Lunch, and then we're buying the stuff, and then we heard like a bang, but in my head it's like it's the mall, you know.
Well, you guys heard a bang. I didn't hear shit. I was so busy focusing on buying my own stuff that I just didn't even bother.
I mean, the Hot Topic is a lot more bigger, and then Box Lunch is much more condensed space.
I think overall the mall is just really loud. It's noisy, right? Because you can really
Usually.
hear that bang.
But it's like later in the day, so it's like a lot more quieter.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
but like,
quieter.
I didn't think of too right.
Yeah,
You know, I didn't
it's
think
like,
too much.
Okay.
So until like we paid for our stuff, walking through the hallway, and then a bunch of people. It was like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of people running away.
Jeez.
And this was the first time I saw Joshua so manly, so aggressive. He stopped someone like literally like
With his hand, he
with
just
his hand. He was like boom,
Damn.
and I was like,
Shut the fuck up.
and it was like, he was
yeah,
like,
Joshua, chill.
yeah. And I was like, damn, like, what's this, Joshua?
Yeah, what's this, Joshua? We need
yeah,
this.
yeah.
It was like a move. He just stopped him, like, because they were going fast. He just stopped. He was like, "What's going on?" And sadly to say, there was a shooting.
Okay.
And my instinct was like, "Fuck, I need to look for it."
Well, what the guys say for exactly? Don't you know word for word what
Yeah,
he
word
said?
for word.
No, there was someone shot. Someone. There was a shooting. That's all.
That's what they said.
There's
Yeah.
a shooting. Okay.
Yeah, like someone shot a gun.
Damn.
So then,
Your
I
reaction?
was like, "Damn, I gotta find Kiri now."
Yep. So he's like,
And
oh,
then me and Joshua were like running straight, like literally straight to go to Hot Topic.
Mhm.
And then everyone at Hot Topic was just shopping like normally.
well, it's like a normal, typical day.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened.
Yeah.
And it was sad to say when I saw Kieran, he was paying for something. You want to say how that transaction went?
Okay, so from my perspective, okay, I'm over here at Hot Topic, but gonna buy some like I guess Demon Slayer earrings and stuff like that, right? And I'm just like waiting in line. I finally get to the front cash register, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to pay for it, about to pull my card, and all I hear is just like this big commotion coming from my back. And then I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I just see a bunch of people rushing towards the back of the store. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then Alan fucking grabs me, and I think Alan tells you like, bro, there's a fucking shooting. I was like, what the hell? And then so then we all like literally just go to the back of the storage room. Everyone huddles in there, and like we're all kind of panicking. And they close the gates to the store with the metal shades and stuff, and like they turn off all the lights. I was like thinking in my head like this is not real. This is fucking crazy. Because in my head, like when you hear shooters, you're thinking like, if not one shooter, multiple shooters, and like you're not thinking like you're thinking like they have like multiple guns and
yeah.
like fully automatics and stuff like that. Because you know obviously we live in America,
Mhm.
but yeah, and
I mean, it's sad to say it was much more dangerous for us because we were 5 stores away from the shooting. So that's how close we were.
where was the shooting like located?
It was located at Nordstrom,
Nordstrom, yeah.
and Hot Topic is 5
5
stores,
stores, yeah.
5 stores away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it was sad because Hot Topic there was a bunch of kids too. It's like, what's going on?
Mhm.
And luckily, you know, the parents were like, it's okay, you know, don't worry about it. I'm here.
that's what you heard, man. It's fuck one thing I fucking like that kind of like stuck in my head and kind of scarred me a bit was that like when the moms was,
Trauma?
when the moms is saying like, oh fuck, I fucking knew it, like I knew this shit would fucking happen, so like that, and I'm just
Damn.
like, fuck. So it really is.
It was like it's basically like your last moment.
You would never think about it.
Yeah.
Like sad to say, I was like, damn, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's how close we were. That's how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just started texting people. I was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
texted my family. I texted Alex and them. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, yo, the shooting happened. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But, like, and I was waiting to confirm. Like, 'cause I wasn't trying to be a little bitch.
You're like, oh shit.
I was trying. I was
Aye,
like,
bitch.
I wasn't gonna say I love you yet until I was like sure I was gonna die. So I was like, I had it on like pause. I was like, I got this.
So alive.
Spoiler alert, I'm alive.
I was doing both. You know, I was texting my family and
Yeah.
friends too. But I was at Facebook too,
Facebook.
looking at news, and that news was fast. People were like, there's a shooting.
Yeah.
You know, tweets about it.
I think the funny part of finding out about this scenario or this situation where Kevin was is that he was about to buy his stuff, right? But the thing is, the lady didn't, or he didn't transaction.
Yeah, that's what. I was
So
getting
technically,
back to.
Kevin could have.
Well, no, I didn't have the bag too.
Yeah, but
She never gave me a bag, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
You never finished the transaction.
Yeah.
that's the
but
thing.
yeah,
yeah.
you never finished it. Technically, you could have just took it.
No, because I
No,
gave it to
she
her
She
already.
snatched it back.
Oh, she
Yeah.
snapped it back. Yeah, if she didn't, then Kevin would have got
No, I
that.
don't think she snatched it back.
For free.
It was more like I think she was about to bag it. That's what
She's
it was.
like, she grabbed it and then she about
She
bag
was
it.
about to
and
bag
then
it.
and then
Yeah.
she-
Okay.
God damn you, shooter! Should have waited 5 more seconds.
Yeah, just before. Okay.
Kidding. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Rest in peace to whoever passed away. They never released their information, I think. But
Yeah, they
No,
didn't
it was
release.
it was like a teenager
yeah, for sure.
that
That died?
tragically
It's
died.
like I think it was black.
injured,
teenagers.
injured, and then
I
taken
think it
to
was
the hospital. Didn't
the age
die.
of 17 to 21. I can't remember.
Regardless, it was a young person, and they want to say it's gang violence
Gang
and stuff like that.
violence.
And it was right before Christmas.
I think
Right.
it's just aggressive.
Yeah.
Violence.
But I think what was kind of funny that came out after that was that like someone on or the sheriff of Bloomington, he posted some fucking picture or something like that, and it said like it was like orange jumpsuit, orange business jumpsuit. He said like no one's gonna shoot in our malls over here unless they want to wear this for Christmas or some shit like that. And it's just like what the hell
for Christmas.
I mean, like after like I want to say like 30 minutes, they said like we could leave.
Yeah.
But I told you like nah, let the first rave go, and we go a second rave just
Yeah.
to like.
just to use them as decoys and
I mean, it's just a precaution. I
Yeah.
never know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because what happened was that like they were still waiting on news of whether or not they could be cleared to go,
Okay.
and basically what the store staff told us was like, yeah, you guys can go if you guys want, but you're taking that risk, you know.
Damn.
Or we haven't gotten confirmation yet, but you can leave if you want. So
Dude, they
some
put
people
you-
chose to leave. Some
You
people
just put
chose
you
to
at
leave.
risk right there. They're like,
Yeah, we waited an extra like
They chose your
15,
death.
20 minutes
Your death
before
right
we
there.
finally decided we would leave.
yeah, as long as you guys were safe.
Yeah.
I know you guys were safe
Mhm.
because you were with Alan.
But there
So-
outside the stores though, we saw like cops and stuff like that too with dogs as well. So we felt a little more safer
Safer.
because we knew like security was out there.
But where we were parked was on the opposite side of the shooting.
Oh,
Yeah.
which is the opposite side is
It was by Corolla.
the
Yeah, yeah.
store. Okay.
I mean, we got to see the back of the mall, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was
And
very
then-
interesting seeing the back of the mall. It takes you out of perspective as to how, like, I guess how everything looks so clean up front, but you go behind stage
It's
and like,
It's
dirty,
real,
nasty.
There's
Yeah.
dogs, boxes,
Jesus.
old
Homeless.
signs.
kind of reminds me when I do theater and stuff like that, and I see like these great shows at these places, and then I finally be in one of these shows, and I go behind stage, I'm like, this
It's messy, huh?
looks
The
different.
dressing room is
yeah,
messy.
like dusty, messy. I'm like,
The bathroom's
but
not
how
clean.
they stage it in front makes everything look so clean, crisp. Yeah,
I mean, you gotta give it to those musical actors. How at one place you could be right here, and they leave, and then backstage they have to run to
Yep.
the other side,
Yep.
so they
Yeah.
could meet in the other scene.
Yeah, no.
well,
the
that's what I did
entrance.
for my show when you guys came to see me too. Like I literally had to go, like, because I passed through the audience, and then at the very beginning I passed through the audience, and I go upstairs, and I had to go all the way around
Yeah.
just to back up front. And so,
Yeah. Well, can you actually explain a scenario where you you did a funny
Has
entrance
it-
or exit
has it
out of
meaning like
it
bad
was
entrance or
Yeah,
bad
bad-
exit?
there we go. There
funny
we go.
stories from
Yeah.
me doing acting,
Yeah.
stage acting particularly, plays and musicals. There's multiple. I don't know what you guys want to hear.
the high school experience.
The high school ones.
Yeah.
The best ones. Just kidding. I'm trying to think about like which one I want to tell.
Should we
'Cause there's
talk
so
about the
many.
one with our friend Slim when you were playing as Slim? Slim.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. We'll talk about that one again.
Okay.
So this one in particular was when I was a junior in high school, and basically, what happened was that we were doing rehearsals, and this is one of our dress rehearsals. So we're getting close to the show day. I believe the show day was like the day after too, but something like that. And basically, one of our friends' names, his name is George. He told us that, or he didn't tell us anything, but like he has this part where George like he hops over a fence, right?
Yep.
And George is supposed to hop over this fence.
He goes through the gate.
Oh no, actually, yeah, he's supposed to go through.
He's
the gate.
supposed to
Sorry.
open the
Yeah,
gate,
He's
right?
supposed to like open the gate,
And
and
those,
then
those who know, I was also in that play.
Yeah.
But I had no lines.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're just standing?
Yeah.
I had like one or two lines, but like
Okay.
he goes through this gate in this play, and this is the part where he goes through and he says a line, and then that's how we progress the story, right? And in this particular rehearsal, he decided that, you know what, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna hop over the gate this time, right? And mind you, this gate is not a very like
Sturdy.
gate.
This is a
yeah.
prop.
This is a
just
prop that I think they slide in, right?
Yeah.
It's a prop that they slide in.
What material is it?
It's
like
just
cardboard.
wood. It's wood, but
Wood?
it's like really.
It's really
thin
one,
wood.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
one stick. It's not like
You can see where this is going, right?
Okay.
It's really thin wood, and he decides like, I'm just gonna hop over this,
Yeah.
and then I'll say my line. Looks so cool while doing it, right? And we didn't know what was gonna happen, so he goes on stage, and we see him, and he doesn't go for the gate. He immediately puts his hand on top of the gate, and he jumps over, right? As soon as he jumps over, the gate fucking like breaks on him, like, and like he falls on the ground. Boom! Everyone's like, oh shit.
everyone looked at it so quiet.
It's super quiet. Like you can hear crickets in the audience, and like it's just like. And the most funniest thing though is that my guy is a trooper. George is a trooper. He got up and he said his line.
Damn.
He got up in like the most like grunting way. He's like, ugh. Yeah, I'll take $3, something like that.
And as soon as that scene ended, director was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. Oh my god, are you okay, George? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And
So then, what happened to that prop? Then that prop was never
no,
used for the
it was
next
just
scene?
so funny because in the moment I was thinking to myself, this is not real. This guy is literally he kept on going even after that. I'm like wondering to myself, did everyone just see what I just saw? Like this guy's just going on. Like
Yeah.
it was just we talk about it in like small motions, but everything happened so fast that like he just got up and he immediately started saying his lines again, right?
Mhm.
So I still think it's like one of the most top funny stories when I did high school theater. But
I just feel bad for this popular. They had to remake that in less than a day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
But like I'm sure it wasn't that difficult.
Is
I
it
know,
difficult?
but it's like it's the house. I'm like, it's
Why'd you
the-
break it?
I'm more worried about George.
He didn't care about George. He cared about the prop.
I
The
know.
prop.
Dude, you know how long it takes to make those props?
Because you have to let it cool down too, right?
Yeah, you
Or-
gotta
or-
paint it.
yeah,
You gotta
paint
make
it.
sure, and then now you gotta make sure it's the same painting, the
Yeah.
same shades.
Shades. Yeah.
Also, to give you guys some more prospect, like George is not the most fittest person, but yeah, you could see why it would break too. So
Gravity, physics,
yes,
mass. Yeah.
Speaking of how that felt like such a slow motion, have you guys seen the Flash movie?
Yes, I've seen the
yeah,
Flash movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
We saw it together.
I
Yeah, we
know,
watched it
but
together.
what do you think about
Oh
it?
yeah,
Yes, that was there too.
yeah.
Oh my
what the heck?
gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you guys
Yeah, but
forgetting,
what do you
dude?
think about that movie?
Oh, what I think?
Flash
Dude, I
movie?
loved it. I don't know about you guys, but I loved it because my hero is Flash. I'm gonna say that. I'm not into Batman. I'm not
But
into Superman. I'm
it
into
really-
Flash.
You say your hero's Flash, but have you seen the Flash movie, Flashpoint?
Yes, I seen the
Name all the
animation.
Flash.
Okay.
Name all the Flash right now.
I can't name all, but
So you're not the biggest fan.
You don't have to be the
you don't
biggest
have
fan,
to be the
okay?
biggest fan.
Yeah,
You
have-
just
you
say
gotta
like
have a lot of
Batman
love.
too. He even
Yeah.
likes Batman, but he doesn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
all
What
Batman.
are his feats? Tell me his feats.
His what?
Stop,
His feats.
stop being a gatekeeper, you.
What
This guy's
the
a
heck?
this guy's a comic book nerd gatekeeper. I
I'm not
swear
a
to God.
gatekeeper.
He says,
He's a
but
nerd.
actually.
So the comic right here, I have Carnage is from Alan, so he got that for me. So that explains me.
You got that from you?
No,
Yeah,
he got that for
For
me.
Christmas- I
Oh,
got that
for
from
him.
Christmas
Yeah,
gift.
for
Oh,
me
okay,
as a
okay.
Christmas gift. Yeah. So
Are you ready yet?
yeah, I read it.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
It shows a lot of stories.
But
Yeah, what do you-
I give that Flash movie like 6.5.
6.5. I give it a 8.9.
it's like everything I didn't want it to
What?
be.
Why? But it's your
It's
Batman.
everything I didn't want it to be, but it still ended up being okay, you know? And how I can best say it is that, like, this movie, if you've never seen Flashpoint, this probably looks good to you or like a decent like movie. But if you've seen Flashpoint, then you will see this movie as like a lesser version of that,
basically.
and it just gotta like ruin your it just ruins the whole taste of the movie. But like I enjoy it for what it is, there's no doubt. But I also will say too that like, man, they missed up they missed
There's
an
so
opportunity.
many opportunities.
Yes,
So
there were so many opportunities for
many
different venues and
opportunities.
things.
So what
And-
what kind
and
of
I think the
things-
biggest thing too for me is that like I really just want to see a movie version of Reverse Flash.
Oh, okay.
You see a movie version of Reverse Flash like kicking fucking Barry Allen's ass,
yeah.
like that's something I want to see.
Yeah.
Because that's like a fight I've always wanted to see
Yeah.
on the silver screen, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen it on TV, and it's good. It's
It's,
a really good rivalry. You know?
TV show, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, the CW.
TV show,
Yeah.
comic, Lego.
Yeah.
It's all good, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah. So I would say like I would give it like maybe a 6.
7, 6,
6.5.
I would have given it a 7.5
Mhm.
if the CGI was better.
Oh yeah. CGI was fucking garbage.
of the other person, right?
Of the
The
baby-
Flash. The other
The
Flash.
babies, yeah. It's
Oh, the
Okay,
babies.
of the Flash and the freaking babies. Okay,
Yeah.
there were very clear scenes in this movie where like you're looking at both of the spoiler alert. There's 2
Yeah.
Barry Allens in this film, and you're looking at both of them, but you know which one's real, and which one's fake, because
Yeah.
it's very apparent. Like their CGI is really bad.
True.
Like it's
I don't know. Me and Mike over here, yeah, we were just laughing throughout the movies because there's a scene where there's a baby that makes a baby face, and me and Mike were just like looking at each other like, "What the heck?" We were just laughing. So, yeah.
yeah.
But did the Flash give the baby cancer? Because he put it in the microwave.
Yes.
That's true.
And
too.
that thing,
Yeah,
ding,
it
ding.
dinged.
Yeah,
Yes,
it dinged.
it dinged
So
her.
that means
It's ding.
he cooked the baby.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was more of a movie effect than it was danger.
But do you guys find it kind of weird how Flash his weakness is like he has to eat a lot?
Yes, that's something that was
the-
cool. Actually,
it
that's
showed his weakness.
Actually, that's
the
something
thing I
that was
like.
cool though. Like because no other movie other than maybe like the TV series has shown it a little bit, but like the TV series doesn't really dive much into that. But like
I mean,
I love that the movie dived into it because it made it more realistic. Because it made it more like, okay, Barry, yes, he needs
He's
to
human.
eat.
He's a
that
human
was
too.
I liked it at the beginning, but it
Too
was
much.
it was never brought up again at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Especially when the new Flash got their powers.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about why am I so hungry, and after that, they went to Russia.
Yeah.
They went back to the Batcave.
Right.
They have
They
not.
didn't show.
They didn't get like anything for it. I was like, that was just a gag.
Mhm.
It wasn't like a plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just imagine though, if they did it every time, Alan, you would get fucking annoyed.
Yeah, true.
So that's why like they can't show an eating scene every time.
Too much.
Oh no, but it
Um,
could have been like at the end of the movie. They could have been like, I'm running
He's just
low. I'm running low.
But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like anime characters, right? Anime characters, the main characters eat so much, food.
Yep.
It's probably the same concept too. Like they need to reduce
Like
themselves.
Goku from Dragon Ball Z,
Or they just enjoy eating. So, yeah.
Naruto, ramen,
Yeah.
etc.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, what do you guys
So-
think about Spider-Man now?
Oh, Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Best movie ever.
Best movie ever.
And what would you rate
I would
that
say in
then?
the top three. Top three of Spider-Man.
And would you rate that?
I
then?
was listening to David Soul's podcast, and basically he was explaining the whole concept of everything, and it made the movie like it made me love the movie a lot more. Him and his buddy, I forgot what's his buddy's name? Forgot his name, but he's also Korean.
He's
Yeah.
he's awesome.
He knows a lot about film too. He's
Yep.
really good. But like yeah, they just explain like the whole plot, the meanings behind like what the nuances and like how like
It's Edward.
yeah Edward
There we
Edward
go.
Park yeah,
Yep.
and they would just talk about the whole meaning of all this and like how it's all about the concept that like when you talk about Miles Morales, you don't think of him as Spider-Man. You think of him as Miles Morales. Like whenever they refer to him as like because like when we think of Spider-Man, we think of Peter Parker.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
in every universe we're always thinking about Peter Parker. But when we talk about Miles Morales, it's just Miles Morales. We don't ever call him Spider-Man, right? So and it's that's the concept of this whole movie is that like, yes, we're gonna call this guy Spider-Man. We should be calling this guy Spider-Man, but you guys aren't, and that's why he's going against the whole thing. Like, sure, there's this whole plot of him like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. So that's basically the whole point of this whole movie. He's gonna do his own thing, and so he's not claiming to be Spider-Man, but at the same time, it's like it's a confusing concept.
Just to get back at it, just for that play to the topic, there's an actual comic of Spider-Man of Miles Morales going back in time and seeing Peter Parker when he was in college years,
Oh.
and he sees how much Peter Parker has struggled becoming Spider-Man and with his friends and family,
And in the canon event.
and
Right.
yeah, it was so everything when he went back in time.
Yeah,
It was
he's gonna see-
it was canon. It was like major events that was happening to
Okay.
Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And then they met, and then that's when Miles appreciates so much of Peter Parker. Like
Mhm.
I've seen you struggle so much that anyone would have given up being Spider-Man, but you kept, you kept
Striving,
going.
yeah.
You kept going
Yep.
to the point that you gave me the mantle of Spider-Man. You the original. So I am so grateful, for you struggling to at a time where you gave me the mantle to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So he does he does appreciate Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Because without him, he wouldn't be Spider-Man.
For sure.
True.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause-
But back to the movie, it has a lot of inside concept too.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, a fun fact, not a fun fact, but it actually kind of saved the Sony universe.
Spider-Man
with Andrew Garfield.
or
Well,
Tobey
no, but
Maguire?
Morbius.
Morbius. Oh,
with
Morbius.
Yeah.
Why? Oh.
'Cause you know how the ending of the, if you guys haven't seen the post credit of Morbius,
Yeah.
Vulture from the MCU
Oh yeah.
got
yeah.
transferred to the Morbius, the
Yeah.
Sony
Yeah,
verse.
yeah,
And he said, like, I don't know how, but it's related to Spider-Man. In the Spider-Verse, the beginning of the movie, we see Vulture from a different universe into Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
because of that, that's the reason why the MCU Vulture got into the Morbius universe.
Oh.
Is because of. I feel like this is all related. Like this whole.
It's fixing everything. It's
Yeah.
fixing
Yeah.
everything.
It's
Yeah,
it's really weird because it's like, man, I think it's an amazing time to be like a Marvel fan for
yeah.
Spider-Man and stuff because like man, all his movies recently have just been about like time and like and
Multiverse. Yeah.
and
Parallel universe.
It's really convoluted but very interesting. It's
Yeah.
So I would say Into the Spider-Verse is such more better explaining the multiverse compared to the Flash.
Mhm.
You know, the end of the Flash, it was like
Yeah.
multiverse collision.
All right. Take a pause.
Take a pause.
Pause.
Yeah, I had another topic I was gonna say. And then coming back to another topic of the Spider-Man movie, at the beginning of the movie, you saw how Miles went into the concert
Mhm.
with his parents.
Yeah.
And the concert, like, you know, you can't have two cakes. And he was like, you can have two cakes, you know.
Yeah.
You can eat it, you know. Oh, no, he said, you can't have cake and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That metaphor. And he's like, you can have two cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he was going to his
It's just
his
it's,
father.
It's foreshadowing. Yeah.
It's foreshadowing. Yeah, it's a huge foreshadowing because he was
Mhm.
going back to his father's graduation or
Mhm.
celebration.
Yeah.
And then he was Spider-Man and he had the two cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He had the two
Because
cakes.
he couldn't fit all the words into
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. But sadly, you know, as a Spider-Man, he had to stop crimes.
Yeah.
And by the time he went to the party, the cakes were both
Ruin.
ruined.
I feel like
So-
I feel like some people haven't seen this movie, but like if you haven't, you should. And if you haven't seen this movie, I would actually recommend you watch Into the Spider-Verse because they don't explain a lot about Into the Spider-Verse. My girlfriend came into this watching it and she did not know what was going on, but she had a great time. She had a blast.
Mhm.
You'll obviously have a blast watching this movie, but you will have more of a nuance and like and appreciation for what you're watching when you've watched the first one.
Definitely. So, how would you guys rate this Spider-Man?
Oh,
Out of 10,
I
actually.
want to give it a 10
10?
so badly.
I'm gonna say a
But
10
I
too.
give it a 9.5.
9.5? I say 10.
I feel like the next movie is going to be a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
What about you?
I give it like a 9, 10 maybe.
Okay.
I think it's really good. It's really good, but at the same time, man, is it slow? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
that
slow
first,
paced.
for me, I break the movie into 3 parts, and the first part was just too slow for me. I was like, okay, I don't need all this exposition bullshit.
Mhm.
Like, I just want to get to the second part. But
Yeah.
this exposition bullshit is very necessary.
Yeah.
It makes everything else. It sets up everything else in the film to be very worth it and very, I guess like everything's on stake. Like it's life or death towards the second or third act. Yeah, but also, did you guys hear about the film, the making of the film?
Oh, what's
Oh.
going on right now?
Yeah, basically what was going on right now is that like a lot of this film had to be re-rendered because it's animation, right? It had to get re-rendered 5 different times.
A lot of scenes.
5 times?
A lot of different
Yes.
scenes.
Jeez, you know how
Because-
render is? It takes a long time for rendering.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
and that's only because the directors, the 2 directors, I forgot the names, but they made a bunch of different films.
Okay.
But like, that's because they were like, basically what the concept of what I'm hearing is that like they basically made 80% of the film, right? They made the concept 80% of it, and then they had the other people fill in the 20%.
Oh.
Another thing was,
And that's why they had to
originally-
keep doing rewrites again,
Yeah,
again.
rewrites. Yeah.
Well, another
And
big
then
thing was,
rendering.
originally this movie was supposed to be one movie.
Oh.
Until they like figure out like this can't be fit in one movie.
Mhm.
So then 80% of that, I think that was like major done. They had to split it.
Oh, the second part was supposed to be one movie?
A movie?
Yeah.
No,
What?
I was under the assumption this was always supposed to be a trilogy because from the very first part, like they started doing the first one, and then after they finished the first one, they immediately started working on the second one already.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like a month or two later, they were like, you know what? It's not gonna be another movie. It's gonna be 2 parts.
Okay.
Okay.
So then it became a trilogy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that makes sense.
And but the Spider-Punk that took 2 years to do.
Spider Punk.
Yeah, his transitions.
Yeah.
Took 2 years to make.
Oh.
Like in the magazines, because you know his art style is like magazines, like the cutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's something that's very cool about this animation series is that like, man, it's just the different art styles that's being used to portray these characters and their universes.
really
It's
good.
like so unique to them that their own universes create their own character, like creates a character in itself. Not just the character itself, but like it has the whole universe has its own like feelings inside that. Like with like Spider Gwen, her universe is like a lot of like like paintings where like water paintings, you know.
Yeah.
Like and more darker and stuff like that. Like when you see her hug her dad and like warmer colors are coming out
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
hug.
yeah. I
versus,
like that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives a good sense. It's amazing work. Yeah.
But what do you guys think about what do you think about the glitching? Isn't it weird how if people seen Spider-Man No Way Home, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man went to the MCU and the villains too, but none of them were glitching.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
You want to hear the theory of it?
What?
Yeah. What's the theory?
They're saying the theory is since they were transported because of magic,
Oh, Doctor Strange.
magic's more natural, so that's why they want glitch.
Oh.
But since the spider set is using technology to get to a different universe,
Magic doesn't
it's
exist.
glitching.
That makes a lot of
makes a lot of
sense,
sense.
actually.
Yeah.
Because he that one part where Spider-Man 2999 talked about Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Doctor
that's
Strange
all.
and little nerd.
Yeah, there we go.
I only have one question for you, Alan.
I think I know what it is.
Yep. Are you a virgin?
No, what the fuck? I never-
With all this talking, man, you goddamn, it's a surprise you're not a virgin.
I
Yeah,
thought-
dude,
I thought we got-
that
I
is
thought-
very true.
I thought the topic was gonna be, did Hobie hit? Did he?
Okay.
Whoa, that is a lot of
Yes, the topic is
That is-
did Spider-Punk smash Gwen?
Gwen.
I'm gonna say it right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I was on the opposite note.
What?
Really?
But, like,
Really?
but I wanted to be true so bad. I wanted to be true
yes.
so
It's a
bad.
canon event.
Why did Hobie give his
Dude, Hobie
device?
doesn't have time to smack or not smack, but smash
A snow bunny.
Spider Gwen. Okay, he doesn't have time for that. This guy's he's too rebellious in the fact that like he's going to be like sex is a pointless thing. Okay,
Hey, yeah, exactly. It's
a
so
relationship
pointless
with
that he
him is
does it.
pointless. Like it's so pointless that it's like I don't even need to do that with you. I can get all these like I know women. He's aware of the fact that he's attracted to women, so that much he already knows that like he doesn't need to do anything. You know, like
Exactly.
He doesn't even have to
It's kinda
try.
like
Yeah.
it's Idris Elba in The Office. He knows he's
Oh,
hot,
yep.
but he doesn't give a fuck. You know, like
That is true.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
so-
Yeah, but
I don't know, man. She's left a trooper, sweater, wearing his shoes,
Okay.
stays at his place. She's a one-away.
it's like
She's a fangirl. She's a groupie, but like he doesn't.
There we go.
And
There we go. What does
Groupie
Groupie
known
do?
for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's not gonna fuck her. No. There's no doubt.
Okay, we don't know, but that's the theory, right? It's
'Cause-
a theory.
And what do you think about
Spider Gwen and freaking Miles
Miles
have to get together. It's just like movie logic. It's
But
like,
what about
romantic.
what Indian Spider-Man said?
what?
Does he know about you and Hobie?
Oh,
The new guy's in love with you, but does he know about Hobie?
Hobie,
Yeah.
and she's
I
like,
think-
she didn't tell.
I
him
think
that,
she
like,
obviously they didn't smash, but probably they might have dated for a bit.
maybe kiss, but that's
yeah,
it.
maybe kiss, but then like
But
it's
that-
just
they
like
make out,
weird.
but that's
yeah.
it. It's all a theory, bro,
Kinda
but it's
weird.
adding up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up. Is there any else you guys want to say to our audience, or
Just thanks for listening to a bunch of idiots topics.
yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Really
no.
appreciate it. Yeah, we're just gonna do this hopefully once or twice a month.
Yeah, once or
We'll
twice a month.
Who knows? But
And if you guys want us to talk about certain things, feel free to give us suggestions. But
on the
also sometimes,
comments.
no promises we'll talk about it because we're just idiots talking. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, yeah. Peace.
And
Out.
3, 2,
Two.
1.